We're moving into our final standing series, lunges and balance work in the sagittal plane. For our lunges today, I'd like you to bring your heaviest loop band around your outer thighs. This is our gray loop band in the YouniquelyFit kit. This is going to help you not track too far with the knees, keeping the knees safe, keeping your form as great as it can be until we improve muscle imbalances. Grab your 3-pound weight, and you can hold it in your dominant arm to start. Actually, hold it in your non-dominant arm. I think that would actually be better for this exercise. So hold it in the non-dominant arm. You're going to hold it up by your shoulder. Stand by a wall for safety purposes. Bring the other hand to the hip, and you can grab the wall if you need it. You're going to step the leg back that does not on the side with the weight. So the opposite leg back into a lunge, reverse lunge. Hold that lunge, pressing that arm overhead 3 times. Working on that scapular stability, keeping the shoulder plugged down. After you've done 3, you'll inhale to step forward, keeping the knees soft. Same side. Exhale, step that leg back, get as much range of motion as you can, squaring the pelvis, pulling the abs in, keeping the gaze up higher than eye level. We're just loading that arm, working the shoulder, working the glutes here. You'll feel the hamstrings with the band there. And that's good. Those are already strong. It's more about the glutes now. Step forward, turn around, switch sides. Second side, rest the weight on your shoulder, and then give me those presses. Pull the low belly in towards the spine. Roll the shoulders back. Outside hand can go to the hip. It can do the same motion without being loaded. It can rest behind the head, and the head can rest into it like it's in a hammock. A lot of different options with that outside arm. Do what feels best. Focus on your form here. And last time, step it back. Make sure the bone of your big toe, especially on your front foot, is heavy. Tend to roll out. That's why we got this band here to keep you from going crazy into a deep lunge that could aggravate your knees as you're building your strength. And step forward on your next inhale. We're going to keep the 3-pound weight. You can lose the band around your outer thighs. Moving in the sagittal plane by a wall, bar, or counter for safety purposes. So this is traveling forward and backwards. Hold the weight in your outside hand. You're going to step onto the foot, not on the side with the weight. Actually, I was wrong. Step onto the foot on the weighted side and kick the other foot to your butt into a hamstring curl. Coming into dancer's pose, you're going to grab that foot with the hand closest to the wall. Point the toes, and we're going to take that front arm forward into scaption. We were working on this before. Holding that arm out. We're going to lower and lift that arm on a 4 count. Lower it down. 2, 3, 4. Lift it up. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, lower. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, lift. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, lower. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, lift. Take that leg that's lifted down. We're going to step backwards through space onto the same standing leg and kick the booty with the same foot. Grab it, dancer's pose again. Let that thigh drive back. Get that nice stretch for the quadricep. Point the toes. Arm goes up. 2, 3, 4. Lowers down. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, lift. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, lower. 2, 3, 4. One more. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Lower. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Switching sides. Final step to balance. Find that balance. Challenge yourself to step through space as far as you can. Grabbing that foot. Now you can always grab a loop band or Theraband or towel to capture the foot if you're not able to reach it. But typically the quadriceps aren't so tight with sway back to where you can't grab the foot. So hold that arm out in line with the chest and let's lower it down. 2, 3, 4. Lift it up. 2, 3, 4. Lower down. 2, 3. Plug the shoulders down. Lift. 2, 3, 4. Last one. Keep the gaze up soft, higher than eye level. Okay, both feet together, stepping backwards through space onto that outside leg. Kick the booty with the inside leg. Find dancer's pose. Start with the arm. Inhale, lift. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, lower. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, lift. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, lower. 2, 3, 4. Final one. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Great. We're going to come to foam roll our quadriceps on the ground, getting into those thighs. Go ahead and take your heaviest loop band around your upper arms, pulling out on that band to engage your scapular stabilizers. Do not collapse into the shoulders. Use your low belly, rolling the tops of your thighs. Please do not roll your knees. So the band goes around your upper arms above your elbows, forearm plank, rolling out the tops of our thighs. Getting into that tissue. We'll be here for a minute. Walking forward and back. Walking forward and back. Go ahead, breathe into that. Take it forward and back. Couple more forward and back, and one more forward and back. Good. From here, I'd like you to come to lie supine. You're going to need your heaviest loop band and your heaviest Theraband. And if you'd like a pillow for your head, you could do a yoga block, a cushion, or your anti-burst ball. The anti-burst ball is going to put your head a little high. So if you have a cushion or a block, with osteoporosis, that would probably be more advisable. So lying all the way down on your back, you're going to bring your dominant leg, the loop band around it, holding the end of your Theraband in both hands for leverage. We're going to get into that IT band. We'll also get into the calf one last time after all that hard work balancing. Stretch your opposite leg out or keep the foot down with the knee pointing up to the ceiling. I want you to internally rotate the legs subtly from the top of the hip socket. Getting into that outer hip, hold it here. We'll be here for a minute. I want you to make sure you're breathing. Use that breath, inhale. Make sure your low back isn't rounding. Take one hand under the low back. Feel that mouse hole between the floor and the low back. Plug your shoulders down. Use your breath. Now's the time to really dorsiflex the foot, squeeze the front of the quadricep to lift the kneecap, getting into that outer hip. You've done a lot of good work. You can bend and straighten the knee, keeping it active if it feels too much on the joints to just hold the stretch. You got another 20 seconds, so hear that breath. Keep on breathing. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower that leg, switching sides, setting up on the second side. Brace your abs. Watch out for the pelvis moving into flexion. And what is flexion? It's when you round your low back. We want to avoid that, especially when your leg's up in the air. So take one hand under the low back at all times to check that position. Keep your low back safe. Tip it down, neutralize it. That's that position between rounding and arching. 30 seconds more here. Inversion of the leg from the hip socket, which is subtle internal rotation, taking it across, getting into the lateral hamstring, squeeze the front of your thigh, your quadricep, lift the kneecap, opening up that outer hip even more. Breathing here, inhale, 15 seconds to go, and exhale. Doing great, 10 more seconds, hang in there. Make it active if you're straining. So bend the knee on your exhale. Straighten it on your inhale. Flex the foot hard. Squeeze the front of the thigh. Okay, slowly make your way out of that position. And I want you to take your anti-burst ball and your foam roller and come to lie supine on the foam roller for one final stretch. Now, if you're nervous about doing this, you can do this standing against the wall. So nervous meaning you're afraid of falling and your bone density is very, very bad. But for the most part, you're super close to the floor here. And I just want you to lie down and just rock your whole body side to side with your hands on the floor to feel your stability. The ball can go between the inner thighs, rock side to side, find center on the roller, let your spine adjust to it, brace your abs, make sure your feet are down. And once you feel stable, soften your sternum and bring your arms into cactus for our final stretch. Good. Relax your facial muscles, close your eyes. Inhale, gently press the arms overhead. So like you're taking a top hat off. And exhale, bend the elbows and bring them back in. Inhale, press the arms overhead. Puddle the heart in. Imagine those shoulder blades wrapping around the roller, pinching the roller. Inhale, press the arms overhead. Exhale, pull them back in. And last time, inhale, press them overhead. And exhale, bring them in. Flutter the eyes open. Bring your hands to the floor on both sides. Slowly lean to one side to come off. Take your time. Be careful. Great job.